Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about using powers of 10 to estimate quantities, okay? If we have big numbers, can we represent it in a simple way? Also, if I have a very small numbers, can I translate it in a simple way by math? Yes, it can. We can use the power of 10. How? Actually, if I have an example here of the population of Chinese people and population of Japanese people, okay? First one, I have this number. Actually, the number of population is not fixed. It's changed by the time. So I estimate it. Estimate it means round it. Okay, if we round it to the biggest place value here, the biggest place value here is million, as in China, yes. So we will round this number to the nearest million, okay? To round, to me remember, we will ask for if 4 is one of the reach is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and or it's one of the poor numbers, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's poor, so it will not add anything to 1, yes? It will not add to 1, so we put the 1, and instead of all other digits, we will put 0, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So this number now is what? It's about, it's estimated to 1 million, okay? Can I write it in a simple way? Yes. How many zeros here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can write it 1, because here is 1, okay? Times 10 to the power 9. This is how to apply the way of power, okay? Okay, let's apply the same for Japanese population people, okay? Actually, we're round to the nearest biggest place value, which is 100 million, okay? So it's now what? I can write it in the way of estimated number, so I will, it's equal approximately, okay, 1, 3 is one of the weak numbers, so it will not add 1 to 1, so put 1 like it is, okay, and the rest of the numbers in the right hand side will be 0. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, okay? Okay, how many zeros here? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8, so I can write it as 1 times 10 to the power 8. Okay, which is greater now? The population of Chinese or the population of Japanese? Actually, Chinese, because it has more power of 10. So it's easy to compare numbers now. So I can represent big numbers by easy way by estimated to the power of 10, okay? Let's move to another example. Okay, this is an example of using small, very small quantities or numbers, how to represent it in the power of 10. Okay, if I have the thickness of the human hair is very small actually, 0.00004017763 millimeter, okay? So I need to estimate it actually to the nearest number. I have to look to first greatest place value. The big place value here, the bigger place value here is in the place value of 1. So I will round this number to the nearest 10, 100,000, 10, 100,000, 10,000, 100,000, 100,000, okay? Okay, so 7 is one of the rich or if the poor, actually it's rich. So it will give 1, so I can write it in the way of 0.0000, yes, 402, yes. So, and the rest of the number is 0. I don't have to write zeros as the right hand side of decimal number. It doesn't mean anything, okay? Can I write it in a way of power of 10? Yes, I can write it. It can be like 2 times what? Let's count how many places I have in the decimal number. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's what? 10 it's to the power what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is the fifth position. So I can write it 2 times 10 to the power 5. But here we going small number in the decimal number. So it will be negative 5. Okay? And I'll describe how it come negative now as a small example here. I can write it here. How we get it? Okay? How we get it? Actually, I can write this number as 2 over, yes, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Yes? Yes, it's, then I can write it as 2 over 100,000. Yes? Because it's what? It's in the position of tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000, 100,000. It's in the 100,000 position. So it's 200,000. I can say it like this. So I can write it. And we know that we can write this in another way, 2 over 10 to the power 5. Yes, because it's 10 times 10 times 10 times 10, 5 times. So I can write it like this. And if we want to change the sign of the power, we flip the number. Yes, so I can write it as 2 times 10 to the power what? Negative 5. So if you flip the number, you have to change the sign of the root. Okay? Okay, you get the point. Okay. Okay, let's round this number too. So by rounding this number, it will become, the result will become what? I will round to 1,000th position, so 0.003 is from the weak numbers, so I can write it as 1. Okay, and in the form of power of 10, I can write it as, okay, 1 times 10 to the power what? 1, 2, 3 position, so negative 3. Yes? Okay, so I can represent. Now I can actually compare between these two numbers by easy way. So 2 times 10 to the power negative 5 and 1 times 10 to the power negative 3. Which one is greater? Don't forget that the negative sign is crazy. So when is the number become bigger for negative number, it becomes smaller. Okay, so bigger number becomes small. So the power of negative 5 is smaller than the power of negative 3. That's right. Okay. Now, as you see, it's very easy way to represent big numbers and represent small numbers. So, as a conclusion, if we have any number, any positive number, not positive number, positive whole number, like what? I can say it by another way. Let's say it by, if you have number greater than 1, okay, if the number is greater than 1, so always I have to get what? Positive power. So 10 to the positive 1, positive 2, positive, as you saw. As you see, if the number is bigger, it will be 10 to the power 10, something like this. Okay, but if you have a number less than 1, you will get what? Negative power. Okay, in case of number greater than 1, the power of 10 will be positive. If the number is less than 1, which is decimal numbers, okay, it will be negative power. Okay, that's enough for today. Thank you for listening. See you next time. Bye.